Hey Dana, I am going to do something special for you today. I am going to show you how to sew. It's about time. We've been talking about this forever. So quarantined and my leg in a cast, but you know what? It's time that I showed you how to do some stuff. So one of the things that I'm going to make today are reusable paper towels. Paper towels I love, but I really feel like to have some reusable kinds in the kitchen are amazing. So, but here's the thing. When I show you this, the way this is laid out, the way this is sewn is also a pillowcase or a pillow cover. And I know we've talked about pillow covers a million times. So it's the same exact principle. So as we go along, I will sort of show you that. So, you know, I'm an amateur with the video, but I have right here some fabric, and I am just using, like I have scrap fabric from all kinds of things. Muffins, bandanas, you know, all kinds of things like that. So anyway, I have a little piece of scrap fabric that I have right here. And I also have a piece of just like terry cloth. And so like you could buy terry cloth at Walmart or Joann or online, whatever, but you can also use towels. I mean, like, you know, if you find some towels that are in decent shape or even ones that aren't in decent shape, it doesn't matter. So you could do whatever with that. So what I did is I wanted to make mine to be about like a 9x13 size. It'll end up really being an 8x12. But so I cut a 9x13 rectangle of the terry cloth, and I cut a 9x13 rectangle of just a cotton, like broadcloth kind of fabric that I have. Okay, so here's the first thing, and this would also be like if you're making a pillow, same thing. So what you want to do is terry cloth really doesn't have a right and a wrong side, not really. You just want to kind of lay it, you know, down. And then you want to take your fabric, but you see, here's the wrong side, here's the right side. You want to put the right side down. So you're putting these together, okay? So then, very simply, what I would do is I would just pin it. Here's one of my sewing hacks that I like, okay? I will take, because I have to leave an opening, remember to turn this inside out when it's done. So one of the sewing hacks that I like is to put 2 pins right here, like that, okay? Do you see how I did 2 pins together here and 2 pins right here together? That tells me when I sew, I'm going to sew from this pin, this set of 2 pins, all the way around the rectangle and stop right here. So it'll be sewn together, and then there'll be this little hole right here that we'll be able to turn this inside out, okay? And so anyway, I just sort of do a little pinning job all the way around, then just with 1 pin. Make sure my sides are kind of lined up and everything is kind of cool. And then I'm ready to go to my sewing machine, and I'm ready to sew that together. Okay, so now I'm sewing this up, Dana. I have just started where my double pins had been. I started there, and now I'm just sewing around this. I've gotten to a corner, I've put my needle down in, and now I'm taking off and I'm going all the way around. I have the edge of my sewing foot just real close to the edge of my fabric right there. Here's the thing about these. They don't need to be absolutely perfect because I'm using them as paper towels or you know, reusable dish towels for cleaning. I also use these for our napkins on our table. Now, don't think I'm all that good. We also use paper napkins and paper towels. But these are nice to have around the house because they do a good job cleaning. So anyway, I just sew this all the way around. I'm going to take off and go pretty quick here. I take out the pins as I go so that if I run that over with a needle, it's not going to break. And then here I am in the final stretch, and I'm going to stop right here where those double pins are. Okay, double pins. Go backward just a little bit. That knots it real nice. And you also do that when you start where your double pins were. That knots it, okay? So I'm going to release that out of there. All my pins are out of my material now. At least I think so. So I get rid of that thread. Now, this is the part that is important, because this is how a pillow is made. This is how I'm doing these reusable paper towels, napkins, whatever it is I do. I have found my little opening that I left, right? Little peekaboo. And I am going to pull, I'm just going to pull it inside out. Just like a shirt, whatever. It doesn't matter. So you're just going to pull that inside out. Okay? I like to get in there and really make sure that these corners are pushed out. If you're doing something like a pillow case cover or something like that, you'll want to, get out the iron, press these real flat, make that real nice. When it's things like this that I don't have to be perfect, they're just for me. I sometimes worry about that, just depends on the fabric. So, voila, now I have this side and I have this side, okay? And so I have a nice little rectangle. Now, what I need to do, and this is what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna take that little hole now that's right there, and you'll kind of see that your edges of your fabric have sort of folded themselves in right there, because they've not been sewn, so they kind of fold over like that. So what I do is I just sort of close up that little hole, make it nice and flat right there together. I take a pin or two and I just pin it closed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my sewing machine. I'm going to sew all the way around, just on top, just pick up, place, sew all the way around, and then it'll be finished. So I'm going to, like I said, these are probably going to be paper towels for us, but I've also used these for dish rags, that kind of stuff. Now, if you were making a pillow, when you get to that point where you have that little opening right there, that's where you would stuff it with the fiberfill stuffing, or you might decide to put it over an existing pillow that you have, or a pillow form in there. In that case, you'd have to leave that a little bit bigger, and you would stuff your pillow form in there, and then you'd have to get your whole pillow, under here, and of course you'd have to stitch that closed. So anyway, but there's a lot of better videos than mine out there that do that sort of thing. So anyway, today I'm just going to make, 6 or 8 of these, and I also saw on Pinterest that you can make like small ones that are just like very tiny like this. They're great for like putting in the bathroom for removing makeup, eye makeup or whatever, stuff like that. So anyway, it's just kind of fun. I just wanted to send you my love and show you just a real simple sewing technique. Now, if you don't have a sewing machine, I have 4, I don't know. But I have one I'd love for you to borrow. It doesn't get used very often at all. It's a very basic, simple sewing machine. So if you don't have one, you tell me and we'll meet up and I'll let you borrow that. I'll even show you how to thread it by video so that we're quarantined and safe. Anyway, all right, Dana. Good luck. I hope you make something. Bye.